Dis Weekstar Vibes hier op Groot FM 90.5 en luister hierso, die heel eerste keer toe ek met haar gepraat het sy 'n man gehad met 'n sixpack wat beter is as my verwagtinge. Nou is dit sy en ons praat oor haar huis en sy gaan haar hart vir ons oopmaak. Back at it again, making me smile from ear to ear. She's fine because she's Jamie fine. How are you?
Hi, I heard six-pack and I thought there's no way she's talking about me right now.
Well, you mean I'm talking about Sean and how we do miss him, but not a lot.
Yeah, but the six-pack you miss.
Yeah. No, listen, because the last time we focused on him and his six-pack, this time we're focusing on you and your heart and the story that you're telling. How has your heart been treating you in this whole entire journey?
Oh, you know what? It's been treating me well. I have had a year of a lot of touring. It's been a pretty busy one, and I have a little bit of a ways to go, but my heart is pretty full right now, and that's a beautiful thing for me.
Oh. I'm so happy because the last time I spoke to you was with Body, and you spoke about being open about how you see yourself and how you want other people to see themselves. Now you're opening literally the door to your heart and your home with this. It's truly beautiful to see the growth and also to hear other aspect from your writing and your story. So how exciting is it still to explore where your stories are coming from, because we have so much to still learn from you and learn from your life, that one day you speak about love, then you speak about your home, then you speak about elephants. There's a lot of things you can speak about. So
that's called ADHD, baby.
Yes. Yeah. And creativity all in one. But is it still so fun for you to kind of let us into the next chapter of your life and deciding which one it's going to be?
Oh, I always get really excited for that, and it's a good way of framing it that, I have a lot to say. Part of that is because I can't shut up, but, and part of it is ADHD, but I do have a lot to say, and I feel like I've learned all these really beautiful things that, I do want to share, and I do feel very lucky that I have a platform to share that, and I can do that, most effectively through music. And so, for better or for worse, I still have a lot of stories to tell that I can't wait to get out there, and it's just my favorite part about what I do.
Always for the better. I mean, come on. That just means we get to hear more of you, we get to learn more of you, but also specifically talking about Homesick. This is truly opening up to your past and your present and your future with everything. Leaving home when you're touring must be so difficult. Coming back must fill your heart so much. So when did you actually have that little ting inside of you, like, okay, I need to write about this. I need to let people understand how I feel about this place and my people?
I was away from my home and my people, and I was feeling homesick. Which I often do. When I'm away for a couple days, I sometimes struggle depending on where I am. But I was away for a few months, and that was really hard for me. And it was also a time where I thought that I was going to have to move away for a long time, where I was, and that was very scary. And I went into the studio and I wrote this song about getting that all out there and saying, figuring out how I felt about that, really. And through writing this song, that's what made me realize I could never leave, which is beautiful. And not every song, gets as conclusive as that. But I wanted to really write this track for myself and for other people, that if they needed a safe place, it would be this song and it would be me. And if they needed a home that wasn't cheering them on, that I'm cheering them on, then song is cheering them on. I wanted to create something like that. And it's so beautiful when a song can turn into something that a lot of people can relate to in different ways, because it's not just a home, it can be a person. It's not just a place, it can be a person. So everyone picked up on this in a different way, and that's the most beautiful thing about what I do.
I love that, because home is not just the geography about it. It's literally who you place with inside that house with you. So when it also comes to your fans and people who listen to your music, and them also opening up their homes to you, how has that connection been? Because you are very open on social media. You're very open with, like you said, if no one has a home, come to me. So have you had those people and beautiful memories that people come to you with?
Yeah, I do, and I'm very lucky to be able to have that and hear people's stories. I say this on stage. The last song that we play is called "For You," and what I tell people is, look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, look behind you. These people have something in common. This is your safe place, and if you need a safe place, I'm your safe place, and I never want you to forget it. And that's what I say on stage, and it opens this door for people. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that as a fun line in my song, or I'm not just saying that in a fun line in my set. I want people to believe that. And so with that comes this responsibility to talk to people and to hear people and to listen to people, and I love that. It just makes me feel it makes me feel like I'm not just gaining fans, but I'm gaining friends that understand me and see the world the same way I do. And I think that's such an important part of life, but surrounding yourself with people who see the world in the same way you do. And that's the people I'm lucky enough to call listeners and fans. And so yeah, it's really
Beautiful. And also, I think one thing about your music, you really do try and explore, and also make us explore, is you talk about the emotions we try to hide, like the isolation, trying to hide heartbreak and sadness. So how did Homesick for you expand that emotional map of emotions we don't usually bring to the surface?
It's a great question. I think that we have bred a world of runners. We run. We run from what we feel. We run from places. We run from people. And I think we've lost the art of sitting in discomfort and learning in that discomfort. And that's one of the biggest lessons I learned the hard way. The power. Nobody learned the biggest lesson in their life because they played video games for 14 hours, although that's fun sometimes. Yeah. People learn the hardest lessons they've ever learned from going through heartbreak or sadness or anger or losing somebody or whatever it is. And so avoiding those things has never helped us. And I think that what I wanted to create with Homesick is something that you can sit in the discomfort, learn from the discomfort, reflect in the discomfort. That's when you're going to learn the most about yourself and the world and the people around you. I think it's one of the things that I believe in most in this entire world. And so with the music, but really specifically Homesick, that's the kind of energy that I wanted to bring with it, so that people have the safe place to be able to do that. Because that's the other problem, is that we're living in a world that does sometimes look a little scary, right? Yeah. And so a lot of people feel like they don't have the safe place to do that. So the first step is me trying to create a safe place for people to be able to sit in the discomfort, and then for them to safely, with those walls, knowing that they're okay. Like, God, what am I? Who do I think I am?
You're making them comfortable to feel uncomfortable. That's
exactly it. Oh, who do I think I am?
Listen, how dare you make us look within ourselves sometimes. But I am very happy, because I think we all need a push sometimes, just to say, listen, we need to understand that this is reality. This is life. We're not going to get yesterday back, and today is what it is. So we need to actually just try and see the horizon. So I need to talk about a literal horizon that I saw. Your artwork, my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh, which my!
Are we looking? I was gonna say, are we looking behind me, or are we thinking Homesick?
Listen, both. Like, I'm seeing beautiful artwork behind you. I'm seeing beautiful artwork in Homesick as well. So you can decide which one you want to start off with.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun taking that. I wanted to incorporate important people in our lives, right? And I wanted to incorporate This feeling. We had this, I live very close to the airport here in Ottawa, and there's this place you can go to watch the planes land and come in and take off. And that's also one of my favorite things to do, is like sit and chill and watch planes take off, because I love flying. And we went there with our friends, and we set up an iPhone camera, nothing too deep. And we literally took like probably, I'm not being facetious when I say probably 1,500 photos, and so many different planes. Like, we were waiting every 10 minutes for a plane to come in, and then we'd be like, okay, let's go. And we'd run in front of the plane. Exactly. And we'd run, and we just did different things, and we danced, and we laughed, and like, we made, what I loved about this is that it wasn't just like a studio photo shoot, which is so typical for artwork.
Yes.
This was like, we created memories. Wow, that's the, if you go on Spotify, the canvas for it is some of the videos, of us actually taking the artwork, and we made memories. And that was my favorite thing about this whole like process of trying to capture a feeling, a sentiment, was all the memories that came with it.
Yes. And I love how you also kind of put that gradient of it being a little blurry, because that took me back to my university years where, on a really good night out, you do try and capture it, but it doesn't always come out as steady as possible. And I just remember my one friend once looked at me and said, blurry photos make the best memories. And then when I saw that, I literally was taken back to my first year of university with my friends.
Hey, blurry photos make the best memories. Are you kidding me?
You
that
can
should
use
be a
that.
tattoo.
Right? You can use that, but you have to remember me every single time you tell that story to someone.
I'm gonna tattoo your face right below it.
I'll give you a freeze frame so you can do this one.
Perfect.
Just be me. Listen, I love your social media. I love keeping up with you. I am deadly afraid of elephants. So the fact that you not only walked with them but had a mini music video, how exciting, but also how scary for me.
Why are you afraid of elephants?
I don't know. I just like horses too, and moths. So it's a very weird combination.
You've
it's very
tackled
weird.
all sizes of animals, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
We should unpack.
crazy.
Hey, I'm your safe place. You can unpack that with me anytime
Thank
you
you,
want.
thank you so much. I'll book a session with you. But coming back to also just spontaneously deciding, okay, take a picture or take a video, we're going to do this, and the elephants just being the best background dancers they could be. Like, how beautiful.
They were paid actors, let's be real here. You know what? It's so funny, when I posted that, so many people thought it was AI, and I was so pissed because it was such a beautiful moment. They were like, wow, AI is going crazy now. And I'm like, no, wait, what? Like, that wasn't AI. It was beautiful. And the elephant sanctuary that we go to just outside of Joburg, it was the second year that we've been there. And we had the same guide who was like amazing. And the way that they treat the animals there is really beautiful. And they let all the groups go ahead of us so that we could have our own private time. And I had my mother-in-law with me. I brought her to South Africa this time, and she's always wanted to meet an elephant. So she got to meet, them and just have the experience. It was beautiful.
Oh, you see, again, beautiful memories being made. I can't believe my time with you is almost over, but I would love to end off with one thing. And I think a lot of people, you get to talk to a whole entire world with the different people from different continents. And I think they always like to teach you something about their culture. But this time, because you're literally singing about your home, I would like you to teach me something about your home and your culture.
Whoa, big day. I love Canada so dearly. One of the things we're good at is, embracing other cultures and copying those. Yeah. You know what? I think the culture of Canada, all around the world, people joke about how nice we are, and people always are like, oh, Canadians are always saying sorry. And we are. We're a very polite group of people. We're very warm and welcoming. And I think that's our greatest asset, is that we love learning from people. And, every country has its crap, and every country, has its issues.
Yeah.
Canada, for the most part, is able to embrace who everybody is, what they celebrate, what's important to them, and respect it. And I think that's what makes me incredibly proud to be from here, is that I grew up, I always say the reason why I'm so thankful for Canada and Ottawa specifically is because it raised me to be the person that I am today. And the person that I am today is somebody who accepts everybody, regardless of what walk of life they come from, or what race, they are, or religion that they believe in, or sexual orientation, or gender, or whatever it may be, that I lead with respect. Canada taught me that. That's not and my parents grew up in Canada, so they learned that as well, right? And I would say that that's the culture that I'm most proud of here, that we're just able to let everybody be who they need to be and be who they are, and live and let live. And I think that's pretty important.
Truly welcoming. So like we have the word lekker, do you at least have a word for me that when I do visit, I impress the locals?
Yeah, again, we're really just culture vultures here. So, we joke about Toronto slang. It's really ugly, and I don't want to teach you any of it because I don't know that we're proud of that, to be candid. Okay. So I'm just going to say sorry. That's what you got to learn. You got to say sorry like that. Sorry. And A. It's just exactly, you got it. A. And A.
It's sorry with an Afrikaans accent. Sorry.
Sorry. That's exactly. Oh, shit. How did we get this? See, culture vultures. We're stealing your guy's accent.
It's okay, we stole entire language. It's fine. Listen, Jamie, I am truly so excited for what's still to come. And thank you for Homesick. Thank you for chatting with me. And I'm ending it off with reminding you that the last time we spoke, I made you and Sean give messages to your future self. So it's not been a year yet, so I can't look back into that yet. But I feel like we can add a life update. So when I do play it for you in a year's time, you can be like, you said this. And 5 months later, this happened. Any life updates you want to end off with?
I love that you do this. I forget what I said last time we spoke. So
don't worry, I have it right here.
Okay, I apologize if it's redundant then, or maybe I'll be consistent.
It's beautiful. No, it's actually beautiful.
It is beautiful. Okay, so the question was what I would tell my future self?
Yes.
I would say something I still struggle with. Enjoying the moment and making the memories and making sure that I'm not only living for the future and I'm not only focused on what I want, but what I have. And allowing myself to enjoy that and bask in it and feel that that's enough sometimes. Because sometimes I just don't let myself feel like it's enough. And I think that'll probably be a lifelong struggle for me, but I'm trying to just sit in what I have now and say, wow, I'm proud of what I have. I'm proud of what I've done. Doesn't mean that I can't set goals for the future, but I'm proud of what I have now. I think that's what I would say.
I'm happy that you said it because I'm going to end it off with your words to yourself a year from now, where you said, Jamie, be happy, be thankful for what you have in the moment. You are where you are meant to be. And remember, you are who you are because who you surround yourself with. And keep good people around because then everything else will fall into place, as it always has. Trust the highs, trust the lows, learn from everything and keep pushing.
Like, at least I'm consistent. Oh, that's beautiful. I have shivers. And, you doing that, I'm just going to gas you up for a second because you doing that, and I'm assuming you do that, with a lot of the interviews that you do. No? Okay, well, you should because it's so impactful, and I'm going to have, it's morning for us here. And I'm going to think about that all day, and I'm going to think about that all week because I am having a tough week, and you being able to give that to me is really, really special. So thank you, because I needed that, and you're freaking incredible. It's so annoying that I can't squeeze you and hug you after this interview.
Next time, we're going to be face to face, I promise. Whether it's you with me or me saying sorry to everyone I bump into in Canada, we're going to make it work.
I love it. Thank you so much, man. Oh, obsessed with you.
Thank you. Jamie Fine op Groot FM 90.5. He's Homesick.
Groot FM 90.5.